Songea karibu mpenzi, nieleze kinagaubaga jinsi unavyonienzi nami sijakamna ubaya. We really dig your style, make original, by your smile. No, drawn an extra mile for your love, baby. For your love, go I need up all night if you want it. My love, I can play you wife and pay you your children. My love, we getting married on Tuesday. So any picky, yeah. Lonely, oh. When I look into your eyes, I'm addicted. I've been losing myself for a decade. Hard to what to say me. Early in the morning, it burn me bright with desire. It burn me bright with desire. Give me your love all day, I will reciprocate all night. Make you want to relocate. Scripture and original, I won't beg you. Mpenzi come to hit the road and the highway, give it all up for you. For your love, go I need up all night if you want it. My love, I can play you wife and pay you your children. My love, we getting married on Tuesday. So any picky, yeah. It burn me bright with desire. It burn me bright with desire. Go down, down, go down, down. Go down, down, go down, down. Wake up.
Good afternoon, family. Grand Rising. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Tabby for life, playing right here in the middle of the 21st century. The name of the jam is Tuesday. It's exactly 21 minutes past 2 p.m. right in the 254. It's been raining, flooding in many parts of the 254. Literally experienced a very heavy rain yesterday. When I was going home, the road was flooded. Some cars were sinking. Yesterday, videos literally circulating online of the heavy rain that took place yesterday. So shout out to everyone from the 254. You guys stay safe. Because our government knows that actually, I think there's an echo kit on your end. Check on that.
Let me see.
Yeah, there's an echo on your end. But yes, to everyone in the 254, stay ready to climb trees because previously when we had floods, our government told us that you guys to seek help, you need to climb on the trees to save yourselves because they have not been able to secure funds to give us proper water irrigation, which is very crazy. Keith, kindly check on the echo on your end. It's disturbing me. But yes, karibuni sana to everyone who's just tuning in on YouTube, on BitChute, on the radio station, Spreaker, Spotify. My name is Job, in case you're here for the first time, and this is the Black Hot Fan Network.
So echo on my end, that's on your end. I don't got nothing open. Okay, let's see. Hold on.
Repeating on your end.
You show echo on my end.
On your end, I can hear my voice from your end. I can hear myself.
I don't know how. That's on you. I got nothing open.
Okay, it's not on my end though. It's nothing on my end open. But anyway, karibuni sana family. We're going to be talking about the old slavery and the new slavery. Literally, and in combination, talking about this, we're going to be looking at how the current truth should say it's the modern day slavery, how it's still active within the African continent. And we talk about especially lands, because when you look at slavery and how white people came into Africa, took away some people, and some literally settled and took control of our continent, it is still very much active. I think we're going to be focusing on Israel currently, which is in Kenya, and what they're trying to do, which is actually making a lot of Kenyans super, super mad. We're talking about them grabbing massive acres of land. Should we say grabbing or being given willingly by our president?
It's probably being given because you guys worship them with their goofy religion, so it's probably being given to them. So till you take down this despotic government, they're going to steal the country. So You guys are also at a disadvantage because most of the people in Kenya worship through that group of religions. That's even more.
Mm-hmm.
But
So yeah, last year, remember you talked about the Kenyan gospel artists who are criticized by so many Kenyans literally for going to Israel without understanding how Israel is such a depot type of a country when it comes to other countries. Let me use that to be specific. We know how it has been contributing top of majority of the nations. And apart from that, openly taking over land. So you're going to be looking at the history of Israel itself, literally, again, because try to those who understand or are starting to understand as well that these people they're not the original Jews. They're not the real people who are supposed to be there. They came and took over that land and claimed that it is theirs. And how they have been in
yep.
history been continuing with the same pattern of taking over land, taking over control of countries that have resources because they want to continue benefiting as they sit and genocide people because that's what they do. Literally, let's call it what it is. But before we get into that, we're going to be looking at what is also happening in Kenya. Shout out to Bill Gates. I believe this is part of the funds that we're talking about on Monday. Kenya has received 21,000 starter doses of the long-acting injectable HIV and AIDS PrEP. And of course, this comes after we saw South Africa receiving the same package in the name of controlling and preventing HIV. Much more coming still from Kenya. We're going to be looking at Africa literally having over 30,000 small farm holders. How Africa has over 30 million small farm holders. But if you look at actually how we suffer in terms of hunger or how the government again in this system has kept us in control, which I'm going to be talking about, literally looking at the old slavery still and the new slavery, how people are being kept dependent on this system. There's an image I saw very interesting and I really loved it. Like it was showing how the people, especially like it was showing the people in the village that the people were actually, they have the real freedom. The people living in the village have freedom because they're not caught up in this system that they have to continuously keep on
constantly working, constantly get money because in the village they probably own their little houses, they got little gardens, and they actually got real freedom.
Food, exactly. There's food, fresh air, literally. There's herbs, which in terms of, let's say, fresh herbs that are curable when it comes to different diseases. We're going to be talking about that as well. And so much still coming from 254. We're going to talk about how the Kenyan government currently has been spending 43 million daily. I think last year we talked about spending 10 million daily, and we saw this was because of the people who are being called at State House and have been given money, which we discussed. I'm not going to dwell on that, but currently the State House is spending 43 million Kenyan shillings daily. And the question is, for what? That is the question. But before we get into that, a quick reminder to get yourself the organic supplements we have on our Black Hot Fire Network sports page. And in case you're wondering how you can do that, it's very easy. Just go to the Google Play Store. If you are an Android device user, we are on the Google. Type in Black Hot Fire Network. You'll find us there with our fire sign, and of course, requires you nothing to sign in into the application. It's free of charge. Just click into the terms and the terms and conditions. Literally there, click agree, it gives you the radio segment. Then on your upper left, we have the 3 lines which you can click there and explore the page. We have the show page, we have the social page, we have the donation page. So in case you feel generous to keep this beauty shining and popping and paid, kindly send anything that anything that you can afford. $5, $10, $20, that literally does add up to something. But apart from that, we have an apparel store as well. You can get yourself the merchandise we have in terms of t-shirts, hoodies, beanies, different colors and sizes. By your health is your wealth. And I'm going to start with that amazing conversation, telling you actually, apart from just taking organic supplements, how fasting is not starving, because we've been told I think most of the people confuse fasting, which is again very spiritual, and apart from being even spiritual, fasting actually has a way of helping your body heal. It's like a way of healing your body naturally, and I'm going to slightly discuss on that. But we're going to talk some big
fasting helps your body, because your body, you're not supposed to eat every. See, this thing, you've been lied by other people. Because you're not supposed to even eat every day. You're supposed to fast. Fasting repairs your body. So if you at least fast at least once a month for like 3 or 4 days, you have repaired. Say you got cancer and all that stuff. And if you fast, your body will cure all that. You haven't told that this is ancient African stuff, right? You got rid of all your African stuff because it's evil. But fasting repairs your body because your body is not supposed to be eating every day, all day. Your body's supposed to eat. They came to 3 meals a day. Your body's not supposed to eat no damn 3 meals a day. And your body's supposed to fast. So when you fast, your body gets rid of all the old cells and it rejuvenates its body. So just by fasting, you can cure cancer, stuff you used to know, because you kill off all your dead cells once you fast. But like over 3 days, and your body starts to regenerate new cells between 3 to 5 days. That means you're completely a new person. Clean out all the bad shit in 5 days. Don't eat. Just drink water for 5 days fast, and it repair your whole body. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Before we get into that, when you get yourself some brain and focus, it will help you with critical thinking of understanding how fasting is important.
Unlock your full potential with Brain and Focus, a powerful supplement designed to boost mental clarity, enhance memory, and sharpen concentration. Made from a blend of scientifically proven ingredients like ginkgo biloba, omega-3, and essential vitamins, Brain and Focus is crafted to fuel your mind. Our process ensures maximum potency and effectiveness, delivering the perfect balance of brain-boosting nutrients. Take just 1 capsule daily, as prescribed by your healthcare provider, and feel the difference. Whether it's powering through your workday or staying sharp in life's challenges, Brain and Focus keeps you at the top of your game. Stay sharp, stay focused, and stay ahead with Brain and Focus. Brain and Focus, fuel your mind, achieve more. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition Store.
And you'll be able to brain and focus completely. But before we get into the main conversations, again, like I said, let me give you a few hints on how fasting actually is very important. And apart from what this system has been telling you, they say that fasting is not starvation, it's not dangerous, and it's definitely not new. It's one of the oldest healing tools on earth. They mocked it.
Right.
They replaced it with pills. And here's the truth that they never wanted you to remember. We aren't designed to eat all day, just like Kita said. And for most humans, for most human history, food wasn't constant. It was unpredictable. No farms, no fridge, no convenience. Just cycles of eating, not eating. And so the body evolved to survive and even thrive during periods without food. Fasting isn't extreme. It's an ancient biology doing what it was built to do.
Here we say ancient, it means African. You hear ancient, that means African. Or ancient people, African people. But of course, you don't know nothing about your African stuff because it's evil.
Every major ancient culture practiced fasting. It was natural, it was sacred, spiritual, and healing. Today, it's seen as an extreme and a disorder. And why? It's because it can't be patterned. It is dangerous to big foods and farmers' profit. Your body has 2 main operating systems: the fed mode and the fast mode. The fed mode, which is equal to growth, storage, and insulin release, and the fast mode is a repair, fat burning, and circular cleanup of your body. But today, most of the people live their entire lives without ever even living the fed mode because you're constantly always eating. Constant eating is modern, but so are the
diseases.
So are the chronic inflammation, insulin resistance, metabolic dysfunction. Our biology hasn't changed as fast as our food environment has. We are running ancient software in a 24/7 calorie world. Fasting isn't a fad. It is ancient. Again, Jesus fasted, Moses fasted, Muhammad fasted, Buddha fasted. It was sacred across religions, not to suffer, but for purity, to reset your body and spirit as well.
Let me say, Moses never existed. Jesus never existed. Muhammad never existed. Did Buddha exist? We don't really know that either. But anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
fasting comes out of ancient African science. Go ahead.
Yeah, so this it also says Plato, Socrates, Pythagoras, Hippocrates, they fasted to sharpen their mind, to strengthen the spirit, to hear the truth in stillness, not to starve, but for mental clarity, discipline, and spiritual strength. Fasting isn't new again. For thousands of years, it has and was normal. Every time you eat, rises. Insulin jobs is simple: to store energy, store sugar, store fat, prevent fat burning. So if you eat every 2-3 hours, you never give the insulin a reason to fall. And without low insulin, fat burning cannot happen efficiently. After 8 to 12 hours without food, insulin drops, stored glycogen depletes, and your body has to make a choice: find fuel or create it. So it switches to stored body fat, and this is the metabolic switch where the modern eating habits rarely allow. As fasting continues, growth hormone increases, near neurodrenaline, if I'm pronouncing, I don't know, I can't say. I think neurodrenaline rises, and the fat breakdown accelerates. Metabolism doesn't shut down. In the short term, it often increases because survival demands energy. Then comes autophagy. Autophagy, I don't know. Autophagy, if I'm pronouncing PHAGY, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, a built-in recycle system where the damaged old cells, toxins, and junks, excess
All die
energy.
out. Exactly. All die out. And your body, since you never understand all your old cells, then you got cancer cells. You start fasting, your body would kill off all that cancer and start regenerating. Just don't eat and start creating new cells. You've been told that cancer, you need to eat. Oh, eat the body. No, it's a lie. Go ahead.
Yeah, so it says less junk, more efficiency. Your body literally cleans. Your body
Exactly.
cleans house. It's a reset button built into your DNA. Fasting also improves insulin sensitivity, fatty liver, metabolic flexibility, inflammatory regulation, meaning your body gets better at using fuel instead of constantly restoring it. That still matters when you break your fast, but fasting is the switch that can do more for your health than diet alone ever could. And they're saying that there have been many forms of fasting. There's intermittent
Intermediate.
fasting, which is I think 16 to 18. I don't know what that means. Literally, there is 1 meal a day, which is also one of the forms of fasting. Prolonged fastings like 2 to 5 days. Water fasting, dry fasting, and each has its place. All work. Let me go back. All work. Sorry. All work if you're consistent and patient. I'm a big fan of short consistency daily dry fasts done regularly, and they are easier to sustain and compound over time. So literally fasting is very much required. Personally, I think I've done it before, and I've seen the benefits of it. Literally, especially I'd say spiritually, I've seen the benefits of fasting. Like
You
literally
fast?
from
How long did you fast?
I did 2 weeks.
Get out of here. I don't believe it. What?
Swear, I
Get out. I don't
swear,
believe it.
I swear, literally, I did 2 weeks. All I was surviving,
You was
I was
able,
just surviving.
you was able to eat. You was able to eat in 2 weeks. What you just have? What you
So
just do? Water?
I was doing it during the whole day, then eat just one. The same way they have said 1 meal a day. I used to break it.
Oh,
I
that's
start in the
one meal.
morning.
Okay, okay. Well, I don't. Okay, that's a different kind of person. I mean, not eating at all. Okay, go ahead.
Nah,
All
but
right.
still, I literally saw the benefits of doing it, and
Well, of
it's
course.
something that, as much as we're so used to, eating every single time, it's something I'd say currently I'm struggling so hard because I want to do it. I really want to do it. Something in me has been telling me do it, but it's really so hard because again, there's ulcers, there's being angry and all that. You just want to eat, and yeah. But we as humans,
I
we
don't
need to
think.
start.
I don't think. I don't think you got no. I don't think you got no fat to burn, Joby. You're skinny.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you got. I don't think you got no fat to burn right now. I think you're good.
It's not about fat. Pastor. I was not doing it
I know.
about fat.
I know.
And I can talk to someone else right here, not me. Shit. But for me, I was doing it because I knew the benefits of it spiritually. So I was doing it because actually I'd say before I joined Black Rock
Okay.
Prayer. And after those 2 weeks, that's when I got the job here, literally. I'm not even gonna cap. That's when I got the job here. And I was like, God damn,
Okay.
I was really praying for a job. But for me, I was doing it, I'd say more on as much as it was spiritual, I was still more religiously based on it. You know, I'm like
All
still
right.
praying to do it.
Okay.
Not just being
I got you.
yeah. But it worked. It literally worked. It did.
Okay.
It did work because they're also saying that they fear you fasting because they don't want you to understand it's free, it's powerful, and it works. And the health
Of
and the
course.
food industry leads you to be sick, addicted, hungry, and confused, which keeps you in the
Exactly.
cycle of their money system. Fasting threatens
Yes.
everything you have built, literally. And
True.
the same fasting also improves on digestion, mental clarity. That's personally what I got a lot. I got a lot of mental clarity, blood sugar, energy. You'll have energy without you even understanding. Like you'll just get used to it and
Of course.
to be like
Get more eating.
and immune function. They're saying even 16 to 20 hours of consistent fasting can change your life. So try that, family. Maybe once in a week,
Yeah.
or twice in a week, thrice in a week. It really does help you, and you'll see some changes if you're actually observant. But
It does.
to the main
You
goal,
just gotta be disciplined. Just gotta be disciplined. Good.
have you ever fasted? You?
Hell no, I'm not disciplined.
Of course, you'll see the Popeyes and start drooling. Like, God damn, I gotta get Popeyes. But yes,
I
we
got
have
it.
Kenya,
I
which has
was on the show with you last 2 weeks ago. I asked you the mosquito about. Were you? And I think you probably already gone. I think you're in there when I started talking about fasting. I was talking about fasting on the show. That's what I think you went over. You was already gone. I was wrapping up the show. I was telling everybody about fasting. I didn't have the discipline. I want to fast. I don't have the discipline. I said, Jim Mosquito, how you fasting? God damn it! So because
yes,
fasting is
it's
very important. Less you eat, guys, the longer you live. You know, the more you eat, the sooner you die because you're destroying your body. Because your body's not supposed. As African people, we're not supposed to be. Our bodies are designed not to eat nothing at all. We caught up in a system of lies by other people who need to eat flesh. As Africans, we're not supposed to consume no animal flesh, any kind of flesh. We're supposed to be able to live up the sun, but hey, I was born in this matrix. I wasn't born by parents who knew all this shit.
Sister Rachel, happy Ramadan to you. Yeah, I believe today actually Ramadan has started today, so a lot of Muslims are going to be fasting for a whole month. And yeah, wishing you a happy Ramadan, Sister Michelle. Pray for me as well. Literally, put me in your prayers. But as we continue, we're gonna talk about
pray to SpongeBob. Good luck with that.
Come on, kid.
Hey,
Kenya,
nope. I be brutal with it. There's no Allah. Sorry. There's no Jehovah. Sorry. So you get the raw truth here, whether you like it or not. Hurt your feelings. So what? Shit. Go ahead.
But yeah, we have Kenya, which has received 21,000 starter doses of the long-acting injectable HIV PrEP, which is called lenacapavir, from the US, to be administered twice a year at an estimated cost of 7,800 patients. Now, there's a very interesting video I was watching yesterday. There's this lady who was talking about the VCCINEs people got, and this has to say it's linked back to Epstein files, because she was talking about how.
Of course. As I was saying, everything links back to Epstein. That's why I was talking about the eugenics program. And them, remember, you got a group of psychopaths. You understand? I told you, them already having psychopathic behavior because of the culture. And now they got enough money that they stole from the world, which you can look this up. Being a billionaire, even turns you into a psychopath as well. So imagine you're already psychopathic. Now you got money. Imagine how psychopathic you would be. So that means they didn't want other individuals populating their planet. So it goes back to Jeffrey Epstein. They were talking about this in those styles and how can we call something called cull the population. Cull. If you guys know the word cull, I'm trying to be scripted for YouTube, say cull. You know what cull means. How can we cull the population on the planet? But go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, so of course we know this, like we say, that Africa is a testing ground of their evils, and it goes back again to the population. But before I even get to go back to what is happening in Kenya, I want to share that video very quickly so you can hear what this lady had to say, because she said apparently Epstein had once said, there's a video of him out there, he once said that he wants his DNA to be injected in everyone. And apparently after the 2019-2020 pandemic and the people who got the VCCINEs, according to her, and Richard said actually for me, I've also seen it, especially also Africa, there's a lot of pedo cases that have risen just out of nowhere. Men molesting their children, uncles molesting their children, brothers molesting their sisters, and all that. And you question, what type of a culture and where is this culture emerging from? So it could be deeper than just us thinking it's a culture. So apparently the people got the VCCINEs because people, as much as people didn't know, of course, what this contained and all that. For according to her, she says she thinks the people who got the VCCINEs actually got the DNA to give them that behavior. Wow. I don't know if it's gonna make sense, but listen to her.
It makes sense. I'm not saying it's true. It makes sense, but let's hear it.
Just a minute. Let me I was shared this yesterday.
An increase in weird.
Okay. I think it starts. Just started.
Same way we were talking about Obama yesterday on the show. Yeah, go ahead. See, Obama never came to get no jobs. Obama went to Kenya. He come and said, let's get jobs, better education. He came and say, how can we open up these Kenyans' butt cheeks? That's what he came.
Talking about, he wants everyone in the world to have his DNA. He didn't say I want every woman in the world to have my baby. He said I want everyone in the world to have my DNA. And he's
okay, that's Billy Carson. This is a con man ass nigga. So we got everything he says. We got to go back and read. This is the con man, right? So we got to research. We know he said that. I'm sure Epstein said this stuff. I don't know in what frame of reference. So take what this common ass Negro is saying with a grain of salt. Okay. Go ahead, Joe.
The people that are making the RNA, he's talking about utilizing that as a delivery system with some of his own DNA. It's quite possible, after me reading that everyone that has gotten that Jabberwocky is walking around with Epstein's DNA in their body. If he was successful, there are millions of people walking around with some of his genetic code inside of them so that he can live on forever with everyone else. This is narcissism 10x.
Like, this is crazy.
I know it's
I don't know. Now we're gonna look. She used this Billy Carson as a frame of reference. I had to go back and research this. So I had to go back and check this out to validate this. You can't use Billy Carson as a frame of reference because this is a con man. So
we know those VCCINEs, apart from causing blood clots and all that, the intention thing. Who knows what extra shit they had?
I know that. I'm saying I don't know exactly. I can't just say what Billy Carson has to say. I had to go back. And find some credible evidence to substantiate that argument. I'm saying, Joe. Go ahead.
Remember when we're talking about a lot of this transgender being pushed on people's faces?
I know.
We talked about how these people even now have they're putting stuffs or they're injecting women with some certain hormonals, which can baby.
I'm not saying that stuff is not true because Epstein, those people are wacky, the psychopaths. So I'm just saying coming from Billy Carson, I would have had to go back and investigate it thoroughly to make sure it's not some bullshit. That's what I'm saying.
Fair enough.
I might get a strike on this video, but I don't give a fuck because I'm going to post it somewhere else. I literally said to my man a couple of weeks ago, have you noticed that there has been such an increase in weird, freaky...
Damn, you got a man? Oh, okay. Good luck with that.
The grapey behavior.
No. It's not an increase. You just happen to know it more. This has been going on. Nothing's changed. No increase. You just now that these files have come out, you're just knowing it more. It just went more under the radar because you didn't want to believe none of this shit. I've been reporting on this shit for over 10 fucking years. There ain't no increase. This kind of freaky shit, eating babies and fucking them, been going on. You just didn't know. Now it's coming to your attention. Oh, it's an increase. No, there's no increase. World has been as wicked as it is.
She'll mention it. She'll say she knows that this has been going on for so long, but she's noticed. Me personally, I've also recently we just had a 2-year-old baby who was found in a latrine pit after she was raped and killed by the father. And this is not the first case seen in Kenya. It's been on repeat, literally. It's been all on repeat, which is
it's been around for forever. It's been around forever. It's like an abundance of this type of behavior. This is from a missing blog from September of 2025. It says, already this year, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children has seen a sharp increase in new and evolving crimes targeting children on the internet, including online enticement, use of artificial intelligence, and child sex trafficking. Look at these numbers. Look at these numbers, y'all. Look how much that is from 2024 to 2025. 2020. Look, that is child trafficking. Look at the numbers. Do you all see that? All of you fucking liberals, this is what you guys are standing up for. This is what you're fighting for.
You see what I'm saying? This goopy broad is disingenuous again. But this liberal and conservative, there's no liberals. There's no conservatives, you goopy moron. Because the people that are doing it control both parties and control all opposition. So you screaming liberal nonsense, you sound stupid. Trump and them are not liberals. Republicans are not liberals. They're the ones all in them damn fucking files. You fucking moron. You're trying to make this some political shit, left-right shit that doesn't exist. You know, they got a basis to stand on. You liberals. You're liberals. You're liberals. Listen, lady, you need to go back and check out Joey's worst part of this show, and you need to fast.
Oh my gosh, she does need some fasting. No cap, god damn it. But I'll still say personally, I kind of believe it's true because the increase on the pedo is.
Oh, I'm not saying the increase is not true. Who she's blaming it on is not true. She's trying to say it's a different. This political shit they do, the left, right. There's no such thing as the left, Joby. There's no such thing as the right, because they're controlled by the same people. So you saying it's the left? Oh, you left for doing it. Oh, you right at doing it. You know, that just means the opposition. Who's in power, who's out of power. So they're controlled by the same people, Joe. So her argument is disingenuous. So, you know, just say the people that control both of these parties are the ones doing the child rape and the child stealing. That's who's doing it. Go ahead.
Yeah, so but still backing what's happening in Kenya. Literally, again, this is an agenda of the deep pop because this is backed by the same people, like you said. This is Bill Gates, and of course the funds which we saw he contributed 200 million million US dollars. That is right here in the 254, and all going to the health sector. So you can see the consequences of it. Recently, still Kenyans are complaining about the mosquitoes, the increase, and they are questioning the agenda of the Gates Foundation. And why are our president still working with these people? Despite having many cases,
because they're puppet. Remember, these mosquitoes, GMOs, they're nothing but a way of putting BACCINEs in you without you knowing it. That's what they're designed to do. They're carrying the BACCINEs in these GMO mosquitoes, and when they stick you, they put that shit up in you. That's what this is about.
And that's why you can see, say, if it's focusing on how they've been focusing on our yesterday in South Africa, they've started injecting the cows with the whatever vaccination, all that. Still going back to our foods, they are pushing the genetically modified food, seeds, our system and all that. So this lady actually is talking about it. This lady is addressing how we have 30 million small farmers and how it is so important for us to save our seeds. I think there's a discussion we were just having recently. Last week I talked about it, how it's so dumb of having African leaders who is taking the original seeds, I don't know to where, whatever that place it is, on the name of saving seeds, just in case there's any danger. How about you build some here in Africa you yourself? Because you have the white people who are your farming by pushing you to actually accept things that are so unnatural. So
and the GMO seeds destroy your land. They destroy your land. So that's how dangerous Africans is without no real leadership. These people these puppets they put don't care. They destroy the land and make it so now that you can't put regular seeds back in your land. So it's a destruction of your agriculture to keep you impoverished, to keep you paying Europeans to just live. It's diabolically wicked and evil.
So apparently she's explained. So let me play her for her to talk about
cultures in Kenya and across Africa. When you're getting married, you're always given seeds as a symbol of continuity.
Yeah, so literally that's a culture that was there, but I cannot say that that is dead today. People value money more than this, than literally continuing with.
There you go. That means there you go. So the Africans are morons. So I'm getting fake paper instead of getting something that's real that keeps generating wealth and keeps you going on with your seeds for fake paper. So that means your educational system that the puppets set up are teaching you to be a moron. Teach you self-destructive behavior and how to wipe your own self out.
Because like she said, when you're married and when you talk about dowry, a form of continuity used to be things like cows, goats, sheep, chickens. They're counted, but mostly it's cows, goats, and then literally you'd be added maybe sacks of maize. It could be 20 sacks of maize, which is that's a big deal, having 20 sacks of beans or different types of cereals, because during literally there are times, like as much as we're talking about fasting week and here, Africans didn't really need food or no farm as much as we knew how to survive. Still, we knew how to how do I say, save ourselves when during dry seasons. Let's say like
all
of January considered to be a very good month because it's sunny, and the last harvest maybe you did was in August last year. So when during the period of September, November, December, January, you need some stock of food for you to survive on. And let's say things like maize and beans, when you mix that, you have food. We call it ideri. Maize, you can take it to the miller shop and get your unga, literally your flour, ugali flour. You don't need to go to the shop to buy ugali because you have literally, again, nature providing everything for you. It's just very easy like that. Or even grind it. How our grandparents used to grind it without, you don't need to go pay for a portion meal because you don't have the money. So you just grind it.
But we have a legislation in Kenya. We normally call it the Seed Act. What this legislation
frankly, I didn't even know we have a legislation of collecting the Seed Act, which is called, of course, a Seed Act. I didn't know we have this. And if we do, it's still not being followed. Because why do we still have the small farmers being told you need to start normalizing?
Because they're lying to them because they want to take over their farms and have them grow shit that doesn't regenerate itself, so you can pay white people to keep them rich. That's why it's done, Joe. That's why they're doing it.
So it criminalizes.
Criminalize, exactly. To make white people rich, Joby. That's why it's done.
The exchange, sharing, and selling of indigenous seeds.
What was the intention behind this act? Like, why would such a law be created that makes it illegal to share and exchange?
Have your own seeds.
In Africa, we have 30 million smallholder farmers. So if you just imagine even if it was just one seed at $1, they'll get a lot of money. And so Africa is the new frontier as far as business is concerned.
It's the new frontier. Exactly. Suppose it. She understands. It's a new frontier where white people want to take control and make money, keep Africans in power. Understand what this is about? To keep you poor and stupid again. To make sure you go to them with fake food, fake seeds, also gives cancers and other shit. Because it's fake. Fake food, no seeds. These fruits and shit doesn't produce seeds. So it's fake. But now it's going to destroy your land. Now you're going to plant fake shit on your land that you got to go to Europeans to get. So you impoverish yourself again, destroyed your land, and made white people rich. You're the new frontier, and she understands that correctly. Because you're the remaining wealth on the planet where they need to go manipulate to extract wealth out of your ass. That's what's going on. That's why your goofy politicians are trying to make it illegal for you to goddamn trade your own seeds. That you know how crazy that sounds? That's how evil. Everything they do is evil. Go ahead, Joe.
Multi-billion-dollar business.
Exactly.
Farmers, when they buy
they're trying to make billions of dollars off of you. You see, you again, keep you impoverished and make billions of dollars off of you from their wicked, evil schemes. And all they got to do is pay up your bum-ass, corrupt-ass politicians, because they'll get a little bit. I'll get a little bit of the money. Why did they destroy the whole goddamn continent?
I wanted to send you that video of Tinubu so bad, but I remember goddamn.
What do you do?
Instagram. So this video of him is circulating. It is actually quoted. Nigeria has to be one of the African countries with a very dumb-ass president. Because he was saying, Tinubu saying, white people are telling us woods are not for firewood, but they want us to plant more trees. But they're not giving us money. If they don't give us money, we're not going to accept this climate change bullshit, and we will not comply with them. Oh my God, this actually is clear, very evident. This is you always giving the money. It's always the fake money. Then
of course.
What belongs to the people. Evidently, openly talking about it like a moron. This is crazy.
What?
They don't give us money. We're not going to accept the climate change. We need the money.
This means is that the farmers actually trained to the aggregate season after season.
They have to keep going back.
They have to keep
it's
going.
It's not going to regenerate.
The Constitution talks about respect for indigenous knowledge. And seeds is indigenous knowledge.
Right.
In many cultures.
But they won't respect that.
No, because they're not respected because they're getting bribed. They're getting a little bit of money from a white man. Exactly.
And still stealing more money from us, because this is one of the videos that we shared this morning from one of our mainstream medias, and these people were talking about how the State House is currently spending 43 million Kenyan shillings. We can use these funds to literally, again, like what Ibrahim Traore is doing. Man, shout out to that guy. Of course. Like you can use this money to literally make yourself very dependent on yourself, not on any country, not on white people, not you going to lend money for nothing, because you've started literally generating your own economy or improving your own economy in different ways. Like the example, farming is one of the, like she said, a multi-billion-dollar business. that white people literally continuously keep on taking a lot from us because they have to accept goods to come to Africa to kill us in the name of aid. Aid of what? What are we getting from? It's crazy, man.
Nimeshanga kushanga mshanga.
Translate.
Me and you both.
Apparently, State House is spending 48 million on a daily, and this is from the.
Wacha kusema haraka. Rudia tena. Rudia.
Inasemekana kuwa from July 2025 up to January 2026, the expenditure in State House alone is roughly 48 million a day.
Exactly. Because the last time we had a report of how the State House is spending was in July. I remember when I was in the house, my leg was injured, literally.
Daily.
Yeah. But then this is just to break it down, this is operational costs, right? Travel and transport, accommodation and hospitality, allowances and staff operations. You know, this is expenditure that goes into running the presidency.
That doesn't need to be. This is crazy. This is the I'm the big head nigga. I'm the king of Kenya. That's what you see what all these Negroes do. They don't build shit, don't create nothing. All they do is take money so they can live good. I'm the big head nigga.
Is from Capital News, right? Wanasema, that they've spent 2.7 billion above. So usually they're allocated 7.7 billion in operational costs. Lakini hii pesa imetumika even more.
Mutafika Singapore 30-50. I don't know if you know what you're saying, Sidwamboy.
Almost the president's office has already spent more than 100% of its annual recurrent allocation, with 5 months still remaining before the close fiscal year in June 2020. My darling.
What are you saying?
So 48 million.
What are you saying? No. Sidwamboy, you know it's not. But it's not funny.
You know, the presidency, it's not cheap to run.
That's what they like to tell us. Oh, the presidency, to run a presidency is not cheap. Nah, this is clear stealing of funds. There's nothing about it.
Exactly. You're supposed to remain within your budget. They're way over even the budget. Exactly. It's stealing the funds. This is staff.
Every now and then we see these people's salary. They're always demanding an increase of salary every now and then for doing nothing. We recently had the Nairobi governor who said that people should literally give him a round of applause for doing the most. Doing the most while we see literally people sinking because of some small rain of yesterday. As much as it was heavy rain, at this particular point, the fact that we know our country has poor water irrigation, these people should have done something about it. So when we approach the rain season, we've already tackled these problems. It's crazy that we have a super highway, or as the expressway, whatever it's called, that damn shit literally floods us. It's crazy. It floods us.
What's the fun? That's some Chinese-made shit. Some overpriced Chinese-made shit that they gave. Chinese came in, overcharge you for some shit that doesn't even work properly because they know you're not gonna say shit because you didn't build it. You're not gonna say nothing because you're a weak country. Shout out to the African women on TikTok asking the question about these African women on TikTok saying, are our African men too weak to be respected when a Russian man can come in and just take African women and don't nothing happen to them? But you can't. Is that the men's fault? Is that the men's fault? You gave your coochie away, but they're trying to say it's the man's fault.
That's it. Again, like I said, it's the mentality which is very messed up of thinking the fact that your country is poor, you see nothing is working in your country, or because you've had failed relationships, now you want to put everyone in the same pedestal, literally on the same basket, thinking that, because my ex was fucked up, now all men are fucked up, now I need a white man. It's crazy. Because I saw another video of someone who was asking random question to random girls, literally after the Russian situation. Then this guy was asking, would you rather date a Kenyan or a white man? The ladies, most of them are saying, I'd rather date a white man because a white man is going to take me on adventures. I'll not be bored. I'm like, you think an African man cannot do that? Like, for real. That's how the mentality is.
I will not be bored, but I'll get the ninja. I'll get the AIDS. I'll get the ninja. I won't be bored, but I'll get the ninja. Yeah, you'll get the ninja, lady.
There are men who are really wealthy. Again, there are men who are coming from generational wealth, literally here in Africa. As much as the majority of the continent they show us fucked up, there are men who are coming from wealth. Sometimes I bump into videos where this is an African wedding. This looks like some Disney Castle Cinderella type of shit. And this is like
I know it is, but they got
Ghanaians, how they do.
But they didn't got. But they've been talking about they went overboard with them goopy weddings, and most of them are broke. They spend too much money. And that's sorry, Jovi. Most of them they talking about that now. You go how these goopy Ghanaians and Nigerians spend all this money on these weddings, and they all broke. After the wedding, they struggling because they're all broken, fucked up. Like, what is these goopy weddings?
Don't go bankrupt trying to do a wedding for me. I'm not even. Please, let's build a house or a business like
exactly. Well, that's what they doing. That's what they talking. It's a big thing about the. What you just mentioned, a big thing about the weddings, Joey.
No, they really. I'd say I like to see them because I kind of like to see the dressing code. It's really cute. The women just dressed up. This the makeup, like it just looks wow, you know. But at the same time, I'm like, would I do that? No, I'm not spending millions of money on a wedding. No way. And that is, I think, one of the things I've always stood up on. If I'm ever to get married, I don't want a wedding. I don't want that. I want to be able to.
Yeah, but you don't want a wedding that's extravagant, all crazy, but because those weddings you talking about are crazy, over the top. They said after they do the wedding, they ain't got no money, they all broke. They got to pay all that shit back. Yeah, it's become a big problem because you want to flex with people that don't know you and don't give a shit about you. So it don't make any sense.
Exactly. I'm good. I'm not doing that. That's lack of critical thinking. But on our last conversation and main conversation is about Israel. So apparently there's a 520-acre multi-use development project in Kenya by Israel developer. His name is Aaron, and has sparked intense debate and comparisons to the decomposition of Palestinians from their land and century-old plan to create a Zionist state in Kenya and Uganda.
Remember exactly. Remember, Israel was supposed to be in Kenya and Uganda before they made Kenya and Uganda even a country. So, yeah, right. And Jews come back. Yeah, let's get this land now. Shit.
The project known as the Great Rift Valley Retreat in Nakuru County, northwest of Nairobi, involves freehold land, the highest form of land ownership under Kenyan law, and Kenya's 2010 constitution restricts foreign ownership of 99-year leases through freehold titles and can be held by the Kenyan registered companies. Many Kenyans are concerned given that the 77-year occupation of the Palestinian terrorists and Kenyan's story of land displacement by British colonialists. As of December 2021, Israel expansion of settlements in the West.
So at least they meant it right. The land settlement by British who never gave none of that land back. That's what your big tea farms and all that shit them British owned. It was never given back. See, even like you guys live like something, remember, because Kenya was supposed to be like South Africa. It's just a fact. Okay. Glad the Mau fought that they couldn't steal all the country, but the part that they did steal, they never gave it back. Go ahead, Joe.
So the same as of December 2025, Israel expansion of the settlements in the West Bank had displaced over 41,000 Palestinians. Plus, since October 2023, a brutal military onslaught on Gaza had killed at least 72,000 and wounded 171,000 Palestinians. Back in 1903, the British government proposed the Uganda program, offering Zionist leader Theodore that is from 1860 to 1904, a large autonomous area in present-day Kenya and Uganda as a Jewish land. The plan
From 1860, which is almost 200 years ago, they said, yeah, you white people are going to go take. This before they even invaded Africa. This 1860, remember, they didn't invade Africa to 1880. Was invaded. So they already said by 1860, they already told you, yeah, we're going to go and we're going to steal this land from these niggas. It's going to be yours. Ain't nothing they going to do about it. Good.
The plan was a temporary solution for escaping Europe anti-Semite, but
this is a lie.
But in 1905, Zionist Congress rejected it, insisting on settling in Palestine. Is a Zionist settlement in East Africa back on the table? Of course it is. That is not even a question answer.
So lie. And the quiet place, it is also a place where we dream to bring from Israel, where we based from, where we came from, 15 years ago to Kenya. We want to bring the dream of a community between Israeli teenager and Kenyan teenager.
Don't ever believe this. These are the most racist motherfuckers on the planet. Don't ever believe this nonsense they telling you. Don't ever believe it. Because you find out right now, I'm having a joke with the other joke. We go to South Africa and show you how now they're gating up the community, the Israelis in South Africa right now. Ones that are flooded in there now are starting gating up Cape Town, putting up walls, saying you niggas can't go here. Of course, black people stupid. They go, okay, you be in our land, you can put up a wall, and you can live good and keep us all fucked up. Then they can't have access to that beach area and go up to the mountain in Cape Town. Happening today. Israelis put up an electrical fence in Cape Town, South Africa. They just built it. But we told you morons that was coming. Told you goopy Jamaican. You told you goopy South Africans this was coming. Because they know as African people you're weak. You don't fight. You say, oh, woe is me. What happened? Look what they done. Oh. And they tell you to shut the fuck up while they steal all your land. Go ahead, Joby.
We have a school that's called Land and Earth. And we want to open here another branch of the school for Kenyan people. So we want that the Kenyan people will come to visit Israel, and Israeli.
These are people that call you monkeys, call you all kind of shit. These are people that call you monkeys, guys. So you're not a human being. That's them. Now they want to come build you nothing. That's all bullshit. All bullshit.
This is for entertainment purposes.
You better know it.
Well, Kenyans are losing their marvelous family after it emerged. Well, a local digital news network published a story saying that Israel was planning to build a state of Israel right here in Kenya, and that they've been actually planning this for the last 100 years. And guys started tripping out. And I think it's connected to this interview that happened a couple of days ago on this popular Kenyan guy's YouTube channel. Something Abroad. I can't remember. Something Abroad is the name of his channel. And he interviewed this Israeli who talked about how they had got a lot of land next to Solai, whatever, lake and stuff like that, and how they're building these massive like agricultural whatevers. And he said like you would want, Israeli children to come visit Kenya.
Pause it. No, you know a lot. Because you see how they were treating, remember they had African farmers, slaves, let's say slaves, go up and do their farms while they were fighting wars against, while they were unaliving the Palestinians. Remember the Africans didn't want to stay on the farm because they were getting treated like shit, remember? They said they were going into the cities and they were being locked up if they left the farm. Remember, Joe, we did that story a year ago or 2 years ago about the African migrants in Israel who weren't allowed to leave the land. Remember that?
Yep.
Go ahead, Joby. I'm going to be your friend.
In Israel. And so now Kenyans started to trip, and they were like, "Yo, the Israelis are planning to build some kind of settlement in."
This is why Ruto must go again. This is a reminder why Ruto must step down, because this is going to be not the first one, not the second one, and this man is talking about being here for 20 goddamn years, giving us literally an open talk about him being Museveni here in our country. We're not going to accept this. Ruto must step down.
Within Kenya, and guys, this story is starting to catch fire now.
They know the hell is. Yep.
It's going to completely lead to displacement of the people. And
of course,
completely, this is displacement of the people. We're talking about
not just displacement, Joby. They believe in enslavement. Remember, they were the majority of the people that owned the slaves, that controlled the slave trade. Those folks.
Crazy. Israel in South Africa. Let's see.
Say Israel. Say Israeli in South Africa builds fence or builds wall. No, builds electric fence. They say Israel in Cape Town, South Africa builds electric fence. They're already doing it. Like, when the hell they put this shit up? And they just put it up. You're like, what?
Zimbabwe illegal alien was electrocuted by the electric fence while leading a group attempting to cross the South Africa game reserve from Zimbabwe. Okay,
that's Zimbabwe. Nah, that's Zimbabwe.
Now it's been confirmed that Cape Town belongs to Israel.
Yeah. Benjamin Netanyahu, stop threatening South Africa. You are playing with fire.
Are you guys familiar with the story of the Trojan horse? One of the warring factions could not get into the other city because it was
gave a present.
What did they do? They created
a horse, a
they
prize.
Put their army inside, and then walipeleka kwa the city and then presented it as a gift.
As a present.
And the city accepted that gift, not knowing that Mengiza, the army of the opposing side. Now, this is exactly what is happening, because we're busy accepting Israeli settlements, yet this is what they want for Africa. And let us not forget that the Prime Minister of Israel said that when they're done with the Middle East, they will come to liberate Africa. How does that liberation look like based on the things that we're seeing in Palestine? And let's not forget that the same Israelis were welcomed into Palestine about 75 years ago. And right now they are saying that Palestine is Israel. And let us not forget that this is the position of your government. And last year we also changed some of our land laws. If you guys can remember the 8 bills that were assented to by the president last year.
It's been stripping away from people as if you never owned that land. You've been there for 40 years. Baruto comes and tells you and his people, you don't live here anymore, and we're taking everything away from you. And that's it.
Another reason they want these communities in Africa, and they want our youth to interact
control
with their youth,
exactly. They want to control you.
The state of Israel, because in this current age,
exactly,
we know that Israel is Palestine. But if there's this constant interaction between these two groups in the future, history will be whitewashed. History will be skewed to match what Israel wants. Imagine
exactly.
People who are colonized are busy helping a colonizing force in their colonization.
Exactly.
We might just be Africa's Trojan horse. Until the next video, peace.
Exactly what it is.
Bro, you just killed a bunch of women and children, bro.
Yeah. That's the Israeli soldier who confessed to rape and murder live on camera to thousands of viewers.
Yeah, raped and murdered. So what? Put my dicks all in the butt cheeks. That's what we're about. So what? That's why we're in the Epstein files, nigga.
We can say that colonization or literally slavery, should I say colonization and slavery is still very much active in Africa. It's been practiced in different ways. Because I'd say this is slavery we're accepting in a sort of way personally, and colonization in a sort of way, because these people are going to come here again. We're going to be seeing, like we discussed some time back, we're going to be seeing Oranias popping, which I've been saying, I hope this doesn't happen.
Of course.
Can't accept this. But who is our president? There's us, and then there's the president, right? And if you try to do anything about it, the police are there to actually work on you.
Let me get Joby
as we wind up.
As you wind up, because is your time standing by somewhere? Calm down. So as we wind up, let me give you a disheartening thing already. Okay, Kenya's coast, guys, is inundated by white people. Inundated. White people and Indians. Kenyans go from Mombasa, Diani, all the way up and down the coast, all up and down. Okay? I want you to know there are places in Kenya where Africans can't go. Or controlled by white people. And they plan to extend it. So it's happening now. It's not just South Africa. It's in Kenya. Coastal Kenya, there's places they say you niggas can't even come and rent. You can't come in this damn neighborhood. In Africa. In Kenya.
I know Parklands. Parklands is full of Indians, so you barely see actually Kenyans living in Parklands. It's Indians, and it's also because the house prices also there don't make sense. Like no one can live there. For a normal Kenyan, I don't know. You have to be one of these politicians.
Normal Kenyan can't live there, but foreigners like Indians and white people can, because they're the ones stealing your wealth. How can they live there? Them wealth ain't come from India. It's coming from Africa.
Yeah, last weekend, but when I was in Karen, man, I saw beautiful houses. I was like, how comes I don't? I was really shocked, by the way. How comes I don't know this part of Karen? Like, because
they just start building. That's over there. So we're always talking about the new UN residents that they've been built. Remember, the UN is coming to Kenya, so they're not gonna live. They're not gonna live in Kibetas. They're gonna build nice neighborhoods until you niggas that come do the black people be the ones doing the lawns and taking out the trash. I'm just kidding.
It's crazy, but literally we're gonna wrap it up there. I think to us again. I think the simplest term I'd use is we're not tired enough. Until we're tired, we're gonna do something about this. I feel like that's the conclusion of the conversation. Africans are still not tired enough. When you're gonna get tired of embracing white people and understand what you're dealing with, that's when you're gonna put actual war and arrows down.
By the time you think you do some critical thinking, you think you say, okay, I'm in Africa, I'm African. Why am I fucking taking out the trash with this white person? Where'd their money come from? Oh, it came from Africa. Why the fuck I ain't got it?
It's crazy. Drum Mosquito, Sister Michelle Jibajaba.
What's up, fam?
Says GMOs eradicates vitamin B17. I had the cancer fighting vitamin. And of course, I bet it does, literally. Drum Mosquito says it's not a relationship. It's not a relationship. They want a relationship like white people. And I also say that they don't want to be. Oh, okay, yeah, I get what you're saying on that point. Says they don't want to be rich. They want to be rich like white people. I agree. Because the mentality is really fucked up. Says there is currently a gender war in Ghana going on. I've not.
Because because of the Russian guy, because of fucking Delbert. Not so much in damn Kenya, because Kenya's saying enough. It's been used to this kind of shit. It's been normalized that they just allowed that. In West Africa now, someone like, hey, the hell's going on? They're showing you. He knows you still worship white. You're Africans. You all still worship them. So they're coming in. Your women's coochies are loose. And I'm white. I'm Delbert. God damn it.
Jibajaba says by the time you all get tired, the country will be gone, which would be crazy because goddamn, that's what's happening. I don't want to come back. I don't want to come back.
Remember, they can still fight because remember they lost the country one time before through colonialism, and they had to actually fight. But no more talking. The Mama had wars. These are fights, wars. When nobody talking, a demonstration, people were being unalived. His mama was doing what they need to do. They find you in the street, right? They cut your throat, leave you in the street. But that's never taught the kids. Kenyans don't realize how brutal that war was. It's like in their books. They don't realize there was a real war in Kenya, and it was brutal. And if you collaborated with the enemy, the white man, you were knocked in the head, like you're supposed to be. And Kenyans still think, oh, these people are friends. You're not diabolical white supremacists. You fight a war, and then your people can come along, your children come along after you. Don't they know what the war was about and how you fought it? and they still worship the same people you fought the war against. So some dude named Delbert can come in and get your children's coochies. You're like, what?
Much love, family. That has been my time with you this morning. Have some beautiful rest part of your morning, but Autumn is coming back with her show. Come back and see what she's going to be talking about. We have the Tubonge show later, that is around 4:30, and of course later we have the African.
Because remember, you guys don't know the Black Panthers party in America. The young kids, let me say, put the Black Panther Party guys that created America idolized the Mau Mau. You don't even know that. We idolized the Mau Mau. That's what happened.
Interesting. That part is not known. Interesting.
Joby didn't even know that.
Listening to the best music.
Joby didn't even know that. Yeah, the studying of the Mau Mau and what they did.